What up?
Your fro can't even fit in the screen, my nigga. Big up to my man, Afro.
Down.
Episode 89 of the Carry and Culture Show.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Round two, what it do?
Can y'all hear me good?
Man? I'm living the dream, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm maintaining just like everybody else. Yo, we all going through it. So,
Word up.
My shit is no bigger, no less, or more important than anybody else's, but hanging in there. I'm grateful, man. I'm just trying to be grateful.
Word up. I feel the same way. Yep.
That's the key. I'm fucked up, but I can be way more fucked up.
Word up. That's how I feel. So, yep.
So you still out in Cali right now? Where you at?
Yeah, man. I'm in LA. I'm at home.
Gotcha. So this is our second go around, fucking with our man Afro. And real quick before we get into it, first of all, thanks to everybody joining in. Second of all, if you got questions, please use the questions feature below. I see someone's already put a question there. Good move. That is where we're putting the questions. That way I can pull them up. Third, if you get on any fuck shit, just like in the show, I will send your ass home because we don't do that here. So,
word up. Yo, heads up for anybody watching me. If anybody calls me out, I'm sweating and shit because it's 100 degrees right fucking now. And in this room, it feels like a sauna. So if anybody calls me out and shit, y'all know what's up.
Oh, shit. He gave a disclaimer. Yo, I appreciate you for sweating it out for us. You know what I'm saying? We won't
all good.
Keep you forever. So we got and we got a special guest. I'm a little hyped because I just had a show. That's why I'm a couple of minutes late. We just had Brother Jay on, and for our show that we did. So we got a special guest joining us in a little bit, and when I see him join in, we'll bring him up. But so I think I see a post on January something or other that says album's done. It's in the hands of the label.
Yep.
So is that still the case? Next time I talk to you, I want to have that shit already in my shit.
Well, the thing is, next time I talk to you, I wanted to have a little bit like a single ready to go or a promo, something to promo, you know. But yeah, right now it's still in the label, but I'm happy I waited a little bit because I don't want to spoil the last two features we got, but we got some pretty cool features last minute. So I'm a little bit happy that we waited just a little bit longer. But yeah, man, in the meantime, the first single's almost ready, man. We got a couple singles ready to go. So
no, that's dope. That's dope. Cause we want it, man. We're dying to hear that shit. I saw you in a picture though with Eric Sermon. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was that? That was out your way? What's
that was in New York. I posted a little flashback, but me and Eric, we worked on a couple joints together. That is all unreleased, of course, but we worked on a couple joints, man. We got I think 3 or 4 we recorded, yo. So
what?
Yeah, man.
Man, see, we gonna have to fight. You way bigger than me, so you gonna bust my ass. But yo, man, Eric Sermon and Afro, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We got a lot of questions, so we have to pull some. Let's see. So we'll pull one up early. See what we got.
See, I'm reading your questions.
Somebody said, somebody asked, so you're getting some stupid motherfuckers in here. I'm about to bust. Hold on. I'm pulling you up just to block this nigga. Hold on, yo.
Hold on, my shit is glitching. It won't let me scroll up and shit, man.
Yeah, it's weird sometimes when you join in on somebody's shit.
Trying to scroll up, it's only letting me see the last 5 who comment. There we go. Let me see. Either way, it's all love, man. Either way.
I don't see no comments. I mean, I gotta pull the questions up myself. So watch, I'll show you. Somebody, I'm gonna see they're gonna try to trick you. Somebody said, "Gonna tell us who one of the futures might be."
I can tell you 1 or 2.
Okay.
All right, so we got shout out to OG Chub Rock. We got Chub Rock on the album. So when I first started, a lot of people were like, "Yo, Fro, you kind of remind me of Chub Rock, on steroids." And that's what that's what my family already said too. So I was like, "Yo, I gotta have that. I gotta get that track." So we made it work. So me and Chub, and shout out the INS, shout out Inspector Deck.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, me and Deck is on there. So I gave you guys 2.
Shit. Yo, that's my favorite cat from the Woo. So fucking big up Inspector Deck. And I'm actually on his next album, talking some shit, believe
Oh,
it
you
or not.
got
Yeah.
dope.
Uh, let's see. All right, here's one. They asking. I mean, I was gonna kind of get to this at some point. Anything new? I mean, that you listen to these days?
Oh man, damn, that's a good question. I'm about to have brain fog on that one. I would say he's been grinding for a couple years, but shout out Matt Squabbles. I like bringing him up when it comes to the, like, I would say newer kind of like circle that I'm kind of in. I like
Right.
I like bigging him up because I think he's dope and that's my dude. So I like bigging him up. An Australian cat named 10 Ducats. He's a dope MC and he's a dope producer, but he's more low key. But he's dope, man. He's abstract and But
Oh,
damn, yeah, I'm blanking out, man. And I try to keep my ear to whatever, like, new everything, new Nas, new this guy, So, but I'm blanking out.
so that's what I was gonna ask you. So you do listen to, like, because all right, because one thing I want to talk about, man, and we might have to break it up based on when our guest comes in.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to get your perspective as a younger artist. We talked a little bit about it last time, just like because you're a different cat. Like your references are different. Like your references, like I wouldn't know you. Like, what are you, like 25 now? 26?
24.
24. Okay, so I wouldn't know, like, based on your references and just how you carry yourself, you're professional. I do want to say that you're one of the most professional cats I've ever dealt with, and I appreciate that.
Hey,
Like,
appreciate
really, like, you follow up with me, and I'm usually the one like chasing motherfuckers around. Like, so
it.
I really appreciate that. Like, it goes a long way. But I don't know, man. Like, your whole shit is different. Like, so do you? Where do you fit in with people your age, I guess is what I'm saying. Or do you, because I don't really see you, when I see you in pictures, or I see you different, obviously I know you do different shit, but I see you with mostly like cats from my generation, like as far as age and stuff goes.
Yeah, yeah. I would just say that I'm a little like I love studying. I'm a student. I'm an MC, but I'm also so. Growing up, I'd always be studying. I'm studying my pioneers, the OGs I looked up to in this rap shit. And yeah, man, I'd always just be just in student mode, locked on just a pen and just practicing rhyme schemes and all that. So I guess I would just consider myself more nerdier. Like I consider myself like a nerd, like a hip hop nerd, a movie nerd. That's I just took a lot of time in studying this shit.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a different approach because not a lot of people have that because they're just so focused on their own craft. They're not really. I know a lot of people that told me that, yeah, I don't listen to anything else, but this is my crew. But to me, that seems a little limiting. I don't know. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, I love making beats too. So when I saying that, I like keeping an open mind. I like listening to. I say whatever's dope is dope. Like whatever I feel is dope that comes to my ear is dope. Like it can be any genre. It can be like I could just be chilling, walking around, and I hear this dope joint playing like the intercom or something. I'll be like, oh, what's that? It could be like a rock joint or anything. So when it comes to that, I just try to keep an open mind with that. Like whatever's dope is dope, and obviously whatever's whack is whack.
Right, and we're gonna get into the producing shit because I saw the joint you did with Tex. You produced that joint. We going right?
The I don't know joint.
Yeah, did you produce
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I
Yeah,
made
so we're
that.
gonna talk a little bit more about that. But our special guest is here. Our man Elder Sensei, Dirty Jers, Artifacts in the building. There's a reason why he's here. So we're gonna talk about that in a second. So we're gonna bring in our little he fucking bounced. What the fuck, El? He got mad because he was waiting too long. El, you
Jimmy,
ruined my introduction.
what up, big bro? What up, Jimmy? What up, peoples?
Fuck out of here, El. Shit, all right. See if this shit work. This is the second time I tried to
The fucking
Freeway.
social media been glitching and shit, man. So, oh, there we go. There we go.
What up, nigga?
Al,
What up?
bro, what up, family?
Bro, what's good, bro?
What's good, family?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Chilling.
I chime in on what y'all were talking about. It's funny that I came in on the time of the subject. I would say, I mean, it's a good question because I wanted to ask the same thing, but I'm gonna give you some flowers right now because there aren't a lot of cats your age that know half of the people that you do reference or that you spit with. You know what I'm saying? Like to hang with these guys, that was, first of all, that's why you're on the record with us, and I appreciate you getting on. Everybody that heard the record, when they heard you come on, they all sit and look at me like, is that Afro? I was like, yeah. And so it's like for them to know, for us to know you, and for you to know us, it was a testament to exactly what you were just talking about, because like already, to know him, this dude is a student as well of everything in the culture of ramen, and to have conversations with him, and to see you coming up with him. I always said to myself, like, he got the best teacher to be with right now because he pretty much know everything that got something to do with a lot of people that been in it that you're rocking with. So, that is a good question to ask, because in your age range of people that how do they take to the artists that you work with if they don't say know them, but they may have heard of them? How do they react to you in that way?
So what you ask is, how would they react if they didn't know, like, my influences, like the guys I looked up to, or?
Well, yeah, like far as the people you hang around with, your age group, do most of them know the people that you work with? Whereas to say, you choose these people to work with rather than people in your age range that you might know to rock with now, but you'd rather rock with an older artist.
Yeah, with me, I would just rather rock with, like, I'm open to rocking with just a dope MC, but my heart is rocking with the MCs that I look up to, or the MCs that, that my influences and the MCs that I study. Like, those are the guys that I would rather work with. And mainly because I have a long list of MCs that I do want to work with that I look up to. So it's just crossing off names off the list of MCs I want to work with. And I'd say about like 95% of them are all OGs. They're all MCs I listen to. So,
And look, they just excited to work with you as you are with them, because we all hear how you rhyme, bro. The schemes are crazy. So, we're real MC dudes appreciate that because, we feel like even with cats that still rhyming those ways, when they hear a person of your age range that's spitting even way wilder than we are. So that's the challenge. That's a challenge for older artists to say, even to know you, they feel like, yo, you know what? I want to do a song with homie because I feel like that'll sound good, because they feel themselves being able to even rock with you. So that's, again, a testament to your ability and what you're doing.
That's much appreciated. I mean, like, that's the feeling. Like, if I told 15-year-old Fro that, like, yo, this is the feedback that you be getting, he wouldn't believe it. He'd be like, nah, you guys are bugging, just but just hearing that feedback is like really heartwarming, and it really means a lot. It means that that's the path that I wanted to go on. So it means a lot.
You deserve it, brother. You highly deserve it. So I tell everybody, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, Afro is on the Artifacts album.
We playing that shit. Let me
get into it. We're gonna keep playing it because good. Look, we're getting this close to the record getting ready to come out. So I've heard a few things.
Y'all heard it? Y'all heard it first? Y'all heard it?
I've made sure that I've been on my man's ass, and you know him too. So I've been on him. So my man is definitely is got a couple more weeks, and we might have some records in our hands to show that the record is coming out.
Artifacts, produced by Buck Wild. The shit is long overdue. It's what's it, 10, 11 joints, 10 joints, 10 missiles. This joint got Afro on it. I'm sorry about the sound quality. I don't know how it's gonna sound with 3 motherfuckers in here, but somebody go ahead. I'm gonna hear it loud and clear. But we about to rock that
Battery,
shit.
80%.
Here we go. Let's see. It's contagious. I be fucking up, yo. Big up Elder Sensei. Big up everybody in here. This joint
Word
will
up.
be.
Everybody that's in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, please understand, this man is the truth. You know, he major bars on this record with us. Even Tame was like, yo, who is that dude on the song? He called me.
Yeah,
He straight called me, like, yo, who is this dude on this? And he played it. I was like, that's Afro. He's like, what?
yeah,
I was like, yeah.
kill it.
He felt the same way I did.
Kill it. So we gonna.
Everybody give flowers to Elder Sensei as well. That's my big bro. So, yes,
No
sir.
doubt, man.
Jackson.
The whole shit. So all right, there we go.
Let's do it.
Contagious. I put it as loud as I can. Artifacts featuring Afro. Coming soon. This shit crazy, son.
We be the two tag teams, balancing on the beam, tactical schemes that stream, shopify as rap teams, battle for rings and rings, 3 corners of octagons, rock till I'm gone, spot on shots, staining the song, lyrical, condition critical, competition is minimal, and that's understandable, misunderstood, I'm an animal, battle to a standstill, go ape shit, the rap man drill, I can keep your dance with the aiming is long, remain calm, brainstorming reform, unchained, front page, when it's a getting on, finish perform, when it's a scorn with power laws, for cowards and frauds, the prowess we announce it is hard. Mic check, special effect like Angel B from the devil's sweat, the next level threat directing sex. I rock to get the dots to connect. A live planet with like fast effects when I pop in it. Turn the music off, I need to say something. Contagious, the format is real sick, it's real. I know I'm in the room, my whole meat is in the room. Recognize that shit. Rated on your ears, so I'm sick with it. Bentley with a yo, meet me in the deep, yo. Who do it steadily? Who could do who knew better offending me? Using the leprosy, make traps like human centipedes. Stay black up on racetracks like who ahead of me? Stay back. I use spray cans for all my weaponry. Put in my own dirt, leaving the whole burst. Deep in the skull first. 44 caliber rifle stifle your growth spurt. Shipment fuck, can't replace no one out of endo. Lux up dust, it's time to throw them out the window. Legs broken, neck split, next open, next pick. Best to know who black shit. Test the water, shark swim. Megalodon, full dawn, with mom dawn, Vito, the evil, La Bamba, Black Mamba, you rhyme, Paquito. I'm not legal, I rock hot rhymes evil. And he know how the bombs I drop is USSR Stilo. Who do it best, plus the song Rico. Artifact, Tame, Sensei, my people. Turn the music off, I need to say something. Contagious, the format is real sick, it's real. I know I'm in the room, my whole meat is in the
Crazy, boy.
Yeah, man.
You
Wow.
know
Man.
See them? Crazy.
Man.
Y'all gonna be in for a treat, man. Y'all gonna be in for a treat.
Cause I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna run his verse back real quick.
Word up.
You got, I was about to say, do you guys have a release date for the
What you say?
Sensei, do you guys have a release date for the album yet, or?
I'm still waiting for the first pressing to come in.
Word
Soon
up.
as we know that, and my man, like that COVID, like crushed that shit over there. So like everything that he had coming out last year, I see the records coming, so that's why I hit him up. Like, all right, I'm seeing records coming out. You know, those are old. Like, nope. I want to know when it's coming. So hopefully I should know in a couple of weeks.
All right, word. Yeah. Please keep me posted. Let me know. I'm about to cop, support, all that, you know.
Definitely. I'm gonna need you on this, you know, when we do the promo and everything. So I will definitely let you know when it's coming.
Got you.
Crazy. That was called Contagious. I've had that shit entirely too long. Hit that. We need that shit.
Yeah, yo, even Eclipse is like, yo, when is this shit coming out? I don't want to hold it no more. I said, got a little bit longer.
Word up. Word up. Shout out Eclipse.
So real quick, Al, we're gonna let you get on out of here. What you got going on real quick? Next, you got a couple of joints. We're gonna be linking up in next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, I'm gonna see you out in Connecticut. We're gonna be in Woodbridge, and we're gonna be in Springfield, Massachusetts. But we're gonna be in Manchester, New Hampshire before that. Me and A Plus Hieroglyphics. We're going to be in Virginia. We're going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to be in Atlanta. And we're going to be in Asheville. So anybody that's in the vicinity there, any of these cities I have just spoken on, bring your ass outside because it's going to be something to do. And, you know, all these things are going to be early, so can't nobody complain about work and not being able to come outside. It's something to do. So I will definitely see you next week. We're going to have merch at the table. Yeah, man, like this is gonna be something that is gonna break the weather, and you know, we're gonna get involved. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Afro, man, listen, keep doing what you're doing, brother. I love you. I love what you're doing. I love what you stand for. Just keep on, keeping on. We're gonna see you soon. When it's time to go to Europe, I'm gonna be ready. When they get their shit calmed down, we're gonna talk about all of that stuff.
Word up.
So keep it up, bro.
Love you too, family. I appreciate
Right.
you.
All right, tomorrow.
I'll talk to you, fam.
All right.
You good?
Peace.
All right. See, we can save that. Oh, technology is great. So, so here's big up Elder Sensei. Yo, that yo, first of all, that joint is fire.
Yo, that might have been the first time I ever heard that joint.
What's that? Oh,
I think that might have been the first time I ever fully heard the joint like that.
Word?
Yeah, I think so. I might be bugging and wrong, but I think so.
I can play part. I'm going to play part of it again for you. I'll play it again for you. Damn, I feel bad. Like you should.
No, you straight. Like I always like. There was a time I was wondering too. I was like, yo, I know they were working on the album, and I was like, yo, whatever happened to that joint?
And yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I mean, he alluded to it, but a lot of shit got fucked up over there. Like this was supposed to be out. So I caught up with L October of 2020. It was supposed to be out in the spring of last year. Like May of last year, it was supposed to be out. Like in a perfect world. So he played it for us in Jersey. We shot a video with my man. He played it for us, y'all. We were like, I was like, yo, that shit is crazy.
Sure, maybe all the COVID shit fucked up the release and stuff, man. Yeah.
And some shit got fucked up. So so that's the delay on it. So every time I talk to him, I'm like, yo, what up? Yeah, what up? But he lets me rock it though, and rock the whole shit. Like, so I mean, you know, it makes sense, I guess, because you know, he lets me rock it on the shows and stuff like that. So, but yeah, now that joint is fire, man. When I heard that shit, I was like,
that came out really fucking dope, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
So what they reached out to you?
Yeah, if I remember, yeah, they reached out to me. Yeah, because if I'm correct, that must have been over a year ago. That must have been at least like.
No, that was like two.
Yeah.
Ago.
That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say two, but I knew it was definitely over a year. I was like, that was a minute ago.
Yeah, no, that was a minute ago. No, the joints fire. The whole album's the whole album's really good, man. So, yeah, the shit's we need it out. So here's what I wanted to ask you with help with, man. I wanted to help. I need help with like bridging the gap. Like, so there's clearly a divide as far as the rap shit goes, and the age divide. You know, it's like older cats, oh, young cats, they all young cat. I mean, you know, so like, and I'm sometimes portrayed as like the dude, get off my lawn, dude, shotgun with the lemonade, rocking chair, like fucking,
yeah,
you know, whatever. And then the kid, so you being a younger cat, rocking with the older shit, and any ideas on what can be done to help bridge the gap, as far as not just even this on a respect level, man, not even necessarily like I mean, I don't know. I'm just putting it out there because I mean I feel like the divide is big.
Yeah, I feel like, well, like I said, I come from the school that studies their pioneers. So I feel like if you want to even gain your skill level or you want to just flex your skill level, it's best to just study who came before you, like the elites, like the elite MCs, you know, the guys who put in the work before, even producers and DJs, just all the hip hop pioneers and radio guys, everybody just put in the work. So that's the school I come from. Now I know a couple younger MCs personally or younger rappers that are like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know, I just do my own thing. And I'm like, hey, you know, I can't convince you. If that's how you want to rock, that's how you rock. But like when I teach like younger MCs that come to me and they're like, yo, who should I listen to, or who should I put me on somebody that's dope or somebody that I could study? I'm always I put in my own time, and I send them links, I send them recommendations. That's just me. Like I consider myself like a young historian in that term, you know. So I come from the school as far as bridging the gap, where I feel like it's studying the pioneers before you, and there's so many to pick from, so it's your pick who you want to study, you know. So but it's just, you know, that's the school I come from, you know. As far as bridging the gap, yo, it's really, like I said, a lot of young folks are just on the fuck it attitude, you know. And I'm young folk too, but like I'm different. I like studying my shit. So it, you know, that one's a little tough one, but I feel like you just, in order to know your skill level, you got to study, man, you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Study
so
your
it seems
craft.
like, go ahead, don't we, go ahead.
No, you good. Yeah, just, you know, your craft. Study your craft. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it seems like the masters are always going to be the masters. So it's like, yeah, it's like somebody's like, yo, who should I fuck with? You're going to be like, all right, well, there's G-Rap and whoever, or like, this is, you know, or.
Right. And that's what I do. That's what I be doing. I'm like, and I'm always happy to like send people links and recommendations. I love doing that, yo. I feel like I'm putting somebody on to some just ill shit, or just some fucking like hip hop messiah shit, you know. So that's just me.
No, that's dope. That's dope. So I'm sure you've probably been asked this question, but we'll pull it up. I'd like to, and you can Mount Rushmore is 4 people, but you can add a couple. Just I mean, how about this? Because you know some cats like, oh, I don't want to, like, just heavy hitters for you. Like who are some of the, like, and I've heard, you know, I've read some of your interviews and stuff like that, but like heavy, I guess just to say, who are some of your, like, damn, that's that motherfucker right there. Like,
I'm gonna name a couple MCs that were just like, yo, that just like lyrically made me go, wow, crazy, you know. So it was for me, it was Doom, it was Sean P, it was as far as lyrically, I would say Gift of Gab. I put him high up there. Like I would study Gab, so you know, and lyrically, like, out of this world. And I always say RA, and it's a little bit of bias, but at the same time, no bias, because I remember being 13, 14, listening to RA like, yo, this motherfucker's crazy. So yeah, he's been always been really, really high up there. So yeah, but I would say them, Pharaoh Monch.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
and that's the funny thing, man. Like, it's so weird talking to you sometimes. I'm like, yo, this cat is like, somebody just took your body and like, you know, because transported it somewhere, because you're naming people that I would name and stuff, and it's cool. I mean, we've, you know, linked up a few times now, but I'm just saying, like, it's just dope to see, like, you know, like, what happens when you get put on to, like, by real shit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I feel it, man. And yeah, that's just my heart, you know. Ever since I was younger, ever since I was like, yeah, man. I said this a couple times, but the earliest memory I can remember, I was like 7 years old. My moms and pops, they had Nas and Biggie and Tupac CDs laying around. You know, they'd be laying around. So I'd take a Nas CD or a Biggie one, and I'd go sneak off and listen. And sometimes I wasn't supposed to, but eventually they saw I just loved it just for the love. So they were like, you know, as long as you're not, you know, doing anything crazy, you good. So I'd be listening, and it's crazy because, like, just a quick example, Primo's my GOAT. You know, he's been my GOAT since I was a kid. So I remember listening to like Stillmatic and hearing Second Childhood, which was like the first Primo beat I ever heard ever. I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I couldn't understand the lyrics fully, but I was like, yo, this beat is fucking, like, I just remember thinking like, this sounds incredible. I'd be walking to school with like a CD Walkman and shit with that playing, like, and I just, yo, like, and then not even knowing that was Primo. Then flash forward back, I'm 15 to 16. I'm like, yo, that was Primo? Like, shit like that. It was like, You know,
Word.
yeah, sometimes it feels like it was just meant to be type shit, you know?
No, it seems like it, man. Like you're a different dude, yo. And that's why it was funny because as I was asking you the question about young people, I'm like, yo, I don't even think he would understand this shit because I mean, just like your energy is different, yo. You know, I mean, and it's cool. It is what it is. I mean, it's not, and I mean, obviously you're a younger dude, but it's like your appreciation for the history and the culture of this shit is different than what a lot of younger cats have right now. That's basically what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. Like, you're still young, but you have like, you don't hear study and young in the same sentence very much. You know what I mean? Like, you don't. Like,
yeah, and speaking of which, I feel like this is my part in bridging that gap. You know,
24.
like I want them to think of me as an example to bridge the gap. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
No, and I see that, man. I totally see that. And somebody asked, oh, he's 24. I totally see that. Like it's just a different energy. And like you grow up wherever you grow up. Like it's like if you grow up, you can be, you know, like and you grow up how you grow up, and so what your influences are what they are, man. It could have been, had you grown up somewhere else, it could have been something completely different, or like your exposure or whatever. To, you know, it's really what you got exposed to. So, but I think it's So what does it mean for you though to study? Because you said that a bunch of times, and you said you studied. You just mentioned that. Damn, you said you studied.
Rock.
Yeah. So like, what does that mean for you as an MC? You know, as a younger MC, you're coming up or whatever, like to study. And do you still do that?
Oh, absolutely. I study almost as much as like every other day or as much as I can. So when I think of study, it's breaking down the styles of each MC or producer or DJ or B-boy. It's breaking down voice, delivery, lyricism, rhyme schemes, how they're landing on the beat, all of that. Like I literally, that's when I think of study. Like I'm breaking down everything, every style. How are they doing that? Like, how's that little bar? How did they get in that pocket? How is that? How did they land that right there? I'm thinking all of that. So I was, I was like 12, 13, 14, back of the classroom, headphones in, you know, just minding my own business, working on my work, and just like listening to everybody's rhyme schemes and all of that, you know, and how all that delivery and the voice, you know, that's how I did it.
But you still do it, you're saying?
Do it, and I still do it.
Wow. See, he just let you guys in on a secret, yo. Like, he just let you in on, because listen, I guarantee you, nobody's really doing that shit, yo. And very few people are doing that. And so if you said you were 12, you're 24, whatever, 12 years. So, and that's that's probably just a consistent practice for you now. It's not even like, it's probably this is what you do. So I would assume, right? Like I would assume that's just okay. That's just what you do. So, yo, he is breaking down legendary MC shit. Yo.
You there, bro? I was freezing a little bit, but you're good. You're back.
We're good. Yeah, we're good. No, I was just saying you're taking it all in it and you're absorbing all of that shit and then rechanneling it into your fro shit, man. That like, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I always do my best to make it clear too, like that I'm never and you know this too, but that I'm never biting. That it's strictly influence. Like biting to me is just directly ripping lyrics and like directly, you know. So when it comes to influence, it's just I say it a lot, but the studying, you know,
Yeah, no, I mean, and I can hear influences, of course, but like then I hear some shit that's like on your shit where I'm like, that's him, like, you know what I mean? I mean, it's all you, but I'm saying like where it's distinctly that's Fro. Like that's not anybody else. That's not G. That's not RA. That's not Pun. Whoever. That's not Sean P. That's Fro being Fro. Like, right. So that's what I appreciate. Like you could, that's, you know what I'm saying. I see that come out.
And that was my goal too when I was a little younger. Was like when I was still and I'm still developing, but when I was like really starting was I want to make sure that when they hear Afro, they hear Afro. Like when you hear Redman, or when you hear anybody, when you hear Biggie, or when you hear that voice, you know it's them. You know, so
I know.
that was always my goal when I started developing, was, yo, when they hear Fro, they know it's Fro. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's distinct when you're ready to come in. Now, here's a question. So someone says, in your opinion, what's the best way to promote your music? That's a good question in 2022.
Honestly, yo, you'd have to put me on right now, because I'm learning this shit right now, yo. Honestly, and I'll tell you what, I'll let you know what's kind of going on. So the algorithms are all fucked up right now on YouTube, Instagram, on social. All the algorithms are crazy. You're not getting, if you have 100,000 subscribers, such and such, you're not getting the same hits and the same views as you used to, unless you really extra plan into the shit. But I'm barely finding this shit out. Like the YouTube, it's like, for example, the YouTube now is not the same YouTube as it was 10 or 5 or 6 years ago. You know, it's not the same. Like, you have to put way more work and way more energy into the content, you know, so, and to get your shit out. So, yeah, if anybody got anybody in the comments, hit us up, yo, let us know. Like, let us know.
Oh, then we can talk, yo. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely share some things with you offline. Grug 34. To me, that comment doesn't make sense in 2022. Your music should promote itself, really, because you know what? Everybody and their fucking mom raps. Everybody and their fucking mom DJs, producers, and they're all doing the same shit. And so everybody, you got hundreds of thousands, you got millions of rappers out there now, and they can all make an album and put it out within like a fucking couple of hours. So all the shit's getting caught up. So unfortunately, and the game is different now. So unfortunately, you have to. It's a digital age as far as like marketing promotion. So no, your music can't just promote itself. That's just not how it works.
Just got to put it. Or we got to put in a little bit more work now. You know,
right? You got to. You have to do. I mean, you have to. Like, dope music's just not just gonna run up to you and be like, "Hey, I'm dope music." It ain't. You gotta look.
Not as much as it used to. You know, so.
Nah, not as much as it used to. So yo, let's talk about the producing, man. Like, I didn't know you were into that, and then I was going through your page and shit. I saw the joint with Tech. I'm like, yo, and what the fuck? So when did that start? I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when did that start?
Yo, so I remember, long story short, I've been making beats for almost 10 years, and I've been confidently making beats for almost 5 or 6 years. So the first 4 years or so, I was kind of, getting my feet wet and being like, hey, how do we do it? But I felt like I always had the ear, and I just had a rhythm to be like, yo, that's something I'm interested in. So I was on and off with it. I was playing with the beats a little bit, being like, yo, is this something I really want to do? Then it just, the fucking, the bug bit me, yo. I was like, yo, I want to keep doing this shit. So I would say the last 5 or so years, like, I've been really like making beats. I got Machine. I personally use Machine. That was the first thing I really ever used with the beat pad. But I know I also got, like, I was sitting in studio with like guys like Preem and like Buck Wild, and seeing these guys and them playing their beats, and even some making their beats, and like just seeing the process and being like, yo, that shit is ill. Like, damn, that's something that, and I had already tried beats before, but I kind of gave up on them. So when I started hanging out with OGs again and seeing how they make their beats in the process, I got bit by that bug too. I was like, yo, I want to do this shit. Yo.
Stop. Hold on. You got to sit in on like Buck Wild and Primo beat sessions, and like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
What the fuck was that like, man? Like,
well, with Buck, to be honest, with Buck, he only played beats, but with someone like Primo, yeah, I got like Primo Taylor made joints for me. So I would see him, we listened to the sample together. He made the drums, like everything. And I'm just a fly on the wall. Like, I'm the MC, I'm the guy that's gonna write the rhymes, but I'm the fly on the wall too. I'm just watching like, damn, that's great. Like, just that process, yo. So yeah, and that shit made me be like, yo, I want to do that shit again.
Oh, now you're freezing. Come back. Yeah, nah. Yeah, you back?
Was that?
Made you say you want to do that again. It made you say you wanted to do that again.
Oh, I was saying, yeah. So I'm sitting in the studio session like that, and I'm like, yo, oh, is it freezing?
Yeah. So it made you want to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. It made me want to be like, yo, let me take it seriously, you know?
Right. So, for you then, and forget your age now and anything just like that. Like, what are some of your go-to albums? Just like, you know, like you got some shit on the shelf, and it's like, where's your hand like going towards?
I might go all over, but let me see. Chuck Mangione, Phil Solo.
On a consistent basis, like,
Okay.
where would it like? What's the default?
Like the Fro playlist?
Yeah, what's the default? The default Afro playlist.
Damn, man. As far as albums, shit, Stevie Wonder. I'd say Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key.
Look at you.
Chuck Mangione.
You're really 76.
Yeah,
You're really 76.
And I can't fake it, yo. This is me.
Of course. No, of course.
Chuck Mangione, Feels So Good. Yo, Isaac Hayes, Hot Buttered Soul. That's only 4 songs, but still, that's my shit. Yeah, man. I'm blanking out on albums, but I can name a bunch of guys like Teddy. You know, I'm mainly if I'm not listening to hip hop, I'm mainly listening to oldies. Those are the 2 that I really love the most. So, but as far as albums, I'll say the first one that comes to my and Moment of Truth. You know, Moment of Truth. I always have that on repeat.
I have that on my notes.
Yeah, man. Ever since I was a kid, I always had it on repeat, and I still do. So
there is still hope left in the world.
Liquid Swords. You know, I could keep. Yeah, just blanking out. Brain fog. I'm having a little brain fog.
No, a little weed fog. That's all right. There's a reason for it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Yo, it is Woo Wednesday, and before we get out of here, I did want to ask you though, because I hadn't heard you speak on it or anything like that. But I mean, I'm just curious. What's your Wu-Tang? Well, you just said Liquid Swords, but what's your Wu-Tang influence in this? As far as for you, who are the stands out in the clan for you?
To me, like, I'm gonna try not to go too far, try not to overwind it, but I feel that Jizza is my biggest influence, but I feel that Deck is kind of the sharpest with delivery as far as when it comes to delivery, you know. And
Manifesto.
Yeah, and lyrically too, of course. So he's a beast. But I just feel he's like the sharpest delivery. Like every time you put on a Deck verse, it's just sharp. It's like, you know, like, yeah. But my personal biggest influence is Jizza. Yeah.
Jizza. Yeah, he's a lot of people's favorites. And that Liquid Swords album is, you know, that's the home run joint for him. I like the Beneath the Surface joint too. People don't talk about that one as much.
I love Beneath the Surface. I love the title track. The fucking title track is crazy.
Yeah, I think wasn't that dirty track on there too? It was like the Crash Your Cruise shit. Ain't that on there? Yeah. That's a fun song, and the video's dope for that too. So, so what's next for you, man? Like, what's the next? What you got going on? You touring anything? I mean, like shit's opening up, and then I heard there's like a super duper ABC Omnicron Dangleberry variant out now, so I don't know. But
yeah, everything's a little wacky right now. But I don't. As far as tours, I don't have any tours lined up. But I got a couple shows here and there. Got some in LA. Got one in Minneapolis coming soon. I got one in Denver next month. I got so I'm making little moves here and there, but no like big tours or anything yet, because I'm also kind of playing it safe too. Like I'm doing the shows here and there, but I don't want to commit to like a full tour just yet, you know. So
yeah, and so you waiting to get the shit's off to the label, right? As far as the album, right?
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's in the label's hands, and they got me the last 2 features. I don't want to say who. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm really excited for it. As a fan of Fro, like just a fan first, I'm excited for him too. So, it's in the label's hands. It's like 95% mixed and mastered. So, and we got singles ready to go. So I want people in the comments, Fro supporters, keep an eye out on the singles that are coming.
Yeah, word. And so we got this. We're gonna play it again. Your verse. It's because you said it's the first time you heard it. Afro on the new Artifacts joint produced by Buck Wild. It's not out yet, so don't ask. But I have it, so we're gonna play his joint on his verse on it. So
battery 80%.
80%.
Sensei, about the bomb.
There we go.
Next open though. Rifle stifle your growth
So
first.
but real quick, L did say that hopefully in a few weeks they might have some records. So let's see.
I'm out of endo. Look.
Big up, Cuba. What up? Oh wow, shit frozen now. Of course. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. You there, Fro?
Yep, I'm right
here. Yeah. Okay. Computer froze up. So yeah, I can't get it to play. Oh well. So, yo, big up Afro joining us. Thank you again, yo. So you're out next. I'm gonna be out in LA, hopefully this summer. So I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, look you up if I get out there.
Word. See what's good.
So hopefully shit is normal by the time we get out there. So he said, will the Fro album be available on vinyl?
I'm 99.9% sure that it's going to be on vinyl. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it almost has to be, man. You have to.
Yeah.
It has to be. So
well, it's a cool
thank
question.
you, everyone.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
No, yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's going to be on vinyl.
Yeah, we got a lot of vinyl heads that rock with the let me see, I might have time to pull this up now. I should be starting. We got a lot of vinyl heads that rock with the page, and yeah, look at it. Yeah, there he is. Buddha 505, my brother, he's like, you know, and I respect it, yo. It's not my thing, but I totally respect the vinyl, the crate digging culture. I respect the vinyl shit, of course. It's a big part of our shit. Let's see if this plays now. All right. Here we go. Thanks you for being patient. Okay. This is Afro verse.
Yo, who do instead of me? Who's the dude who knew better offending me? Using a leprosy, make traps like human centipede. Stay black upon racetracks like who ahead of me? Stay back. I use spray cans for all my weaponry. Put in my own dirt, leaving the whole purse. Deep in this go first. 44 caliber rifle stifle your growth spurs. Shipment fuck, can't replace no amount of endo. Looks up, dust, it's time to throw them out the window. Legs broken, next split, next open, next pick. Best to know who blood shit. Test the water, shark swim. Megalodon, folk dawn, while I'm Don Vito, the evil, La Bamba, Black Mamba, you rhyme for Quito. I'm not legal, I rock hot rhymes evil. When he know how the bombs I drop is USSR Stilo. Who do it best? Bless the song Regal. Artifact, tame, Sensei, my people.
Yo, it's a pleasure to have you on. It's a pleasure to know you. You're a good dude, a solid person,
I do.
First and foremost. And fuck the music. You're just a good person. I enjoy talking to you. You're professional. I really like you. You're a nice fucking dude, yo. And I say that, it sounds stupid. There's not a lot of nice people around, and people are just fucking normal.
I agree, bro. I agree 100%. So I appreciate.
I respect you as a person, man, for real.
I appreciate it.
Salute to everybody joining in. Afro, the fucking building. We about to get on out here real quick before we go. Big up to our sponsor, Diggable Tees. Illest hip hop tees on the fucking planet. Rock with our people, Diggable Tees. And real quick, we got Grimy Cleveland Spitter, Mondo Slate next week. Smooth B from Nice and Smooth. Then we're going to be on tour with L and A Plus out in Connecticut and Massachusetts. Then we're out in New Mexico with Twistello. And then we got DJ Doo-Wop on. So got a full April. And a man Afro. So big up everybody joining in. I'll get this up, tag you, share it, and all that. You know what's good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Man, no problem. And thank y'all, everybody tuning in. And I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
You can definitely. We'll have you on when that album drops. We have you on it for that shit.
When
all right?
When I got something to promo, I'll hit you up.
Please fucking do.
Word,
all right?
Word up.
Salute. You always anything I can do to fucking help, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. You like no just tomorrow I need your help. All right, I got you.
Word up. Word up. Thank you, brother.
All right. Salute.
Peace.
Everybody be good.